Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, Good Friday, April 18th. I'm Gene, and you're hanging with Uncle. Welcome to the show today. And I don't want to preach about Good Friday and the crucifixion and all that because not everyone believes in that. But I do want to talk about is wisdom and how wisdom would have applied to those people had they listened to the words. Okay, so if you want to know the first step to being wise, in Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7, it's fear of the Lord. And the definition it really says is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Okay, so in Hebrew, the word rendered fool in Proverbs and often elsewhere in the Old Testament denotes a person who is morally deficient. And I think we all know someone who fits that fits that description, okay, and that would be the coward-in-chief, Cadet Bone Spurs. He's never responsible for anything. It's not my fault. I knew nothing about it. Didn't know anything about the person. Deny, because it's never his fault. It's always somebody else's fault who he wants to throw the finger at. He's a fool. He can't look in the mirror and say, wow, I did that. You can't lie to that person. So for someone who can't look in the mirror and feel remorse about anything, I question if they have a soul or not. But anyway, why is that important if you're a believer and want to understand what knowledge is and wisdom? And by the way, knowledge and wisdom are kind of the same thing, but the big difference, you can know something, but wisdom is the knowledge of knowing how to apply the information that's out there. Okay? Which is why we talked about yesterday apparatchik and just being a toady and following the line instead of stopping and saying, hey, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. So why is Proverbs even in there if you're a believer? Again, is because Solomon, who wrote Proverbs, was David's son, like David and Goliath. And when his father passed away, Solomon was very young. And, the tale goes, of course, the Lord approached him and asked him for one thing, what do you want? And Solomon was like, wisdom. I want to know how to make the right decision for the people that, I will be serving. So, again, there's where wisdom is applied. You look at the king who was ruling then, who asked for wisdom, and you look at the idiot who's in the White House right now, destroying everything he touches, because he doesn't have to listen to anybody. So I would just like to draw that distinction and ask yourself, are you going to follow anybody blindly? Anybody? And if you do this moron, then I feel sorry for you. I hope that you can look in the mirror, change your ways, see the error of your ways, and identify him for what the Bible says he is, and that is someone who is morally bankrupt. So those are my thoughts. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It goes a long way. I really appreciate it. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the section below. I'm Gene. I hope you have a very happy Easter. And remember to seek wisdom. and how to do it.